Welcome to Carol and Gary's See America Tour. Hello again, everyone. I'm going to start this video off by spending a little time describing Phoenix. With a population of over 1.6 million people, Phoenix and all of its suburbs make up the fifth largest city in the United States. But Phoenix and its suburbs have done what I consider to be an excellent job handling traffic. Phoenix has Interstate 10, which comes from the southeast through the city and exits to the west. Interstate 17 starts in Phoenix and connects to Interstate 10 with Interstate 40 to the north. Highway 101 encircles much of Phoenix and its suburbs. You also have Highway 202, which encircles several of the Phoenix suburbs on the eastern side of the city. Then there is Highway 303 on the western side of Phoenix. Highway 101, 202, and 303 are interstate quality roads with 4 lanes in each direction. So with the weather warming up, Carol and I decided to take our last road trip of the 2018-19 snowbirding season up to Sedona, Arizona. This means that we had to drive west from Apache Junction until we reached Highway 202, then turn north. We followed Highway 202 until we turned west and took the turnoff to Highway 101, then followed 101 north. We followed Highway 101 until we reached Interstate 17. Sedona is 150 miles from our campsite, but it was 60 miles across Phoenix before we reached Interstate 17 to drive north. They described Phoenix as being in the valley, but as we started north on Interstate 17, we soon saw why they say Phoenix is in the valley. Phoenix is listed as 1,086 feet above sea level, but soon after we left Phoenix, we started driving up steep inclines. Sedona is listed at 4,350 feet above sea level. Sedona is in the Coconino National Forest and sits at 4,350 feet above sea level. When we reached Sedona, we stopped at a forest ranger station on the south end of Sedona to pick up a map. Sedona is known for its magnificent rock formations, and we wanted to be able to see as many as possible. This was our first view of Sedona, looking north on the north side of the ranger station. This is Castle Rock with an elevation of 5,248 feet. This is Bell Rock with an elevation of 4,919 feet. Next there is Courthouse Butte with an elevation of 5,451 feet. And finally Lee Mountain with an elevation of 6,592 feet. Did you notice the red rocks? The red rocks of Sedona are formed by a unique layer of red rocks known as the Schnebly Hill Formation. The Schnebly Hill Formation is a thick layer of red to orange colored sandstone that is found only in the Sedona area. This is the Chapel of the Holy Cross. It is a small chapel perched high on the rocks. Carol, Jasper, and I parked near the chapel and walked up to see it. Parking was very limited, as you can see from this video. And here is a view of some of the houses in Sedona taken from our vantage point near the Chapel of the Holy Cross. After visiting the Chapel of the Holy Cross, we drove north until we found Schnebly Hill Road, which is one of the areas listed on our map. Rock formations on the Schnebly Hill Road include Camel Rock, Teapot Rock, and Snoopy Rock, but unfortunately I don't see them in these formations. This was a deep valley on Schnembly Hill Road. There was still water runoff visible from the formations above down through this valley. Because of its elevation, this area gets snow in the winter. One of the reasons we have been avoiding this area of Arizona until now. We saw people mountain biking and driving various versions of four-wheel drive vehicles in this area. After lunch, we drove to the Sedona airport. The airport was built on one of the tall rock formations, which was evident by the steep drive to get there. From the airport, we could see other tall rock formations to the north. This is Chimney Rock. Other formations include Thunder Mountain, Coffee Pot Rock, and Sphinx Rock. After the airport, we drove to an area called Boynton Canyon, where we saw more rock formations. We saw several people hiking, including this young couple, way up on the rocks. We saw several people on mountain bikes. And then on the way back into town, we passed this stream. Well, that about does it for our day trip to Sedona. We really enjoyed Sedona. I have to say it is probably one of the top 10 places that we have visited. Definitely an item for your bucket list. By the time you watch this video, we should be in California, done with snowbirding and back on the road. Arizona was the 21st state that Carol and I have visited together.
Hold on. Before you go, can I show everyone the quilt that I just completed? This is the picture of the quilt as it was being laid out on the table in the craft room. This is a close-up of the pattern. This is a picture of the underside of the quilt with all the sewing that went on. I paid someone to sew the layers together, and here is the new quilt on the bed in the motorhome.
If you like this video but have not yet subscribed, please do so to be notified of future videos, and feel free to share with your friends. Thanks for watching.